My dear students, good morning to all. So today we're discussing about one of the important examination point of view question mark. 100% chance in the examination point of view. So listen carefully. So please take a lot of reviews if you not realize that topic. Question like this. Write about various design concept with examples. Otherwise, write about various design concepts of software engineering. There is a one diagram. So please keep this diagram, carries 3 marks in the examination point of view, maybe helping to write, helping to get good marks in the examination point of view. So before start up this topic, yes, we know, as per generic process model, in the first unit, we have to prepare some kind of systems, software development by using various kind of stages are there. In that, we have to modeling the project, design the project by using this design phase. Before start of this topic, please take a small review about generic process model for idea purpose. After that, you can simply listen this, take a review about this topic, maybe chance to easy understand. Here, I am giving some kind of definitions, giving some kind of concept, giving some kind of importance of the what is the meaning of software design. In this for my slide, I have to express my feelings like software design means the idea or principle behind the design. So what is my idea? What is my result? What is my output? I have to express my feelings. This is my output. E output ravali ante. So like that, you can simply build up one kind of information. That information will be constructed, structured into a format. ఆ స్ట్రక్చర్ ఫార్మేట్ లోకి క్రియేట్ చేయాలంటే మనకంటూ ఒక ఐడియా కావాలి, ఒక ప్లాన్ కావాలి. The plan, the idea, the principle is called as software design. It is a tool which describes how you solve the problem of design software. You can solve the particular problem in the project development. You can solve the problem in the software development by using this kind of software, design software. It is a factor to provide a physical or logical thinking, how to structure the design software. By using raw data, by using blueprint of the data, you can imagine I have to mold my information like that one structure. I have to imagine my data will be converted the resulting structure. For example, physically, I have to prepare some kind of data is there. Physically means what? You have to prepare the code into physically. Then the same code will be designed into logically through electronical way, like a system. Physical information will be converted as a electronic information. Electronic information will be displayed as output after execution. At last you decided, yes, my data was given the result like this. Based on that point, I have to given, it is a factor to provide a physical or logical thinking, how to structure the design software. It is a thinking tool to design the blueprint of the design software. Just I told, just I repeated. If you want to construct a house, for example, in the future, First, you prepare the one kind of plan. Based on this imagination, your plan or blueprint, you can simply start your project. So blueprint is a skeleton to prepare the design software or system software or software architecture. There is no blueprint. We can't create, we can't implement, we can't design any kind of architecture in the software. Based on that point, I'm simply writing here, it is a thinking tool to design the blueprint of the design software. Software design will be represented by the set of principles. Yes, before start of my creation of new software, before I want not only information, we want principles compulsory, concepts compulsory, practices compulsory that lead to development of high quality system or high quality product. We need software design for what? We need software design is the software engineering action within the modeling activity, modeling into a structure format and set the stage for construction. I have to use the word is called construction. The construction is called as you have to write the code, concern code. Depend on information, you should write the code. For example, write a C++ program, the given number is prime or not. The given number is prime or not. So you know the structure of the C++ program. So based on this structure, you have to implement the code generation, prepare the code generation, that like only given the results. ఇలా రిజల్ట్ ఇవ్వటాన్ని సాఫ్ట్వేర్ డిజైన్ అంటారు. సో లుకింగ్ కేర్ఫుల్ హియర్, నాకు ఇందాక లాస్ట్ టైం చెప్పానండి, బ్లూ ప్రింట్. బ్లూ ప్రింట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ యాజ్ కోడ్ జనరేషన్. There is no code generation. We can't expect in the result in the system design or software design. I am writing here. Construction means what? Code generation and testing is there. Next, software design is a method by using once software requirements have been modeling, the analyzed and modeled data or information. మనకి సాఫ్ట్వేర్ డిజైన్ కనుక మన రిజల్ట్ మన ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ని డిజైన్ ఫార్మేట్ లో ప్రిపేర్ చేయాలి అంటే ఆ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఏ విధంగా ఉండాలండి? అనలైజ్డ్ డేటా ఉండాలి, మోడల్ డేటా అయి ఉండాలి. అనలైజింగ్ మీన్స్ వాట్? మీనింగ్ఫుల్, కన్వర్షన్ ఆఫ్ మీనింగ్లెస్ టు మీనింగ్ఫుల్ గా ఉండాలి. మోడల్, the meaningful data will be possible to structure. So beginning the class, I am giving the one example is there. There is some kind of dots are there. The dots is called as, you had imagined, simply said that is called dots, sir. When you're naming the dots A, B, C, D, you can imagine by using the four dots, you can structure the triangle is possible, square is possible, rectangle is possible, and right triangle is possible. Means what? By using some kind of small four dots, you have to shape, you have to modeling, you have to design the meaningful structures. A dots name ఇవ్వడాన్ని అనలైజింగ్ అంటారండి. Before the own dots are there, you are naming A, B, C, D is called analyzation. By using these four dots, you can simply draw the rectangle. It is called modeling. అంటే మీనింగ్ ఏంటండి? సాఫ్ట్వేర్ డిజైన్ లో మనకు కావాల్సిన ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ని ఒక డిజైన్ ఫార్మాట్ లో ప్రిపేర్ చేయాలి అంటే మనకి ఇచ్చిన డేటా అనలైజింగ్ డేటా అయి ఉండాలి, మోడలింగ్ డేటా అయి ఉండాలి. The goal of software design is changes continually as new methods. So we want a good sector, we want a good factor to creation of new methods. We need system software design software. The software design architecture. Ela undalandi. So we need the system, software design for what? We have to create a new methods. We have to create better analysis, broad understanding, evolution. Everything is possible. So you can say that, sir, why we require this system design, so software design. అసలు మనం సాఫ్ట్వేర్ ఎందుకు డిజైన్ చేయాలి, ఎందుకు మోడలింగ్ చేయాలి అంటే, సో వీ కెన్ క్రియేట్ న్యూ మెథడ్స్, better analysis, and broad understanding evolution. Basically, the software design concepts are classified into mainly 3 categories. So these 3 categories are very, very important, carries 5 marks. The total question belongs to 10 marks. In these 3 categories, anyone is a possible. That is carries 5 marks. 10 plus 5. అందుకే మీకు ఇచ్చానండి ఇక్కడ 10 plus 5. 10 marks is the entire design concepts. 5 marks goes to any one category of the design with the context of SC రావచ్చు, design process, design model. This time, these 2 questions are possible. Otherwise, this is a very, very important topic, design model. So please put a maximum focus on this question. Maybe chance in the examination point of view to write some more in the examination point of view. Now, begin this one is, for example, the design concepts are classified into mainly 3 categories. One is called so number 1 is called design within the context of software engineering and design process and design model. So in the first category, so we can simply say that we have to generate the code depend on user choices there. It's clear now. Software design is the last software engineering action within the modeling activity and sets the stage for construction. So we know that is called the code generation is a primary action to build up the system software or design software, whatever created by the user. That is a main action which is taken by the user. So nothing but, so we want a good result means what? Depend on good information. So good information always, nothing but the alternate name of good information is called as a blueprint of the data. It's clear now. So, in the first case, design within the context of SC. Context is called as primary information. So we need this context to creation or generation of the code. Code generation is called as context. I am writing here. Software design is the last software engineering action within the modeling activity and sets the stage for construction. Construction is over. Yes, our project development, system development, software development, totally completed. Come to second category is there. The requirement model manifested by 4 fundamental types of analysis model, like scenario models or scenario based, class based, flow oriented, behavioral elements, etc., etc. By using these above models, the user or developer takes the fundamental data from each other to design the model, then implemented the software design. So we have to acquire the various methods from the each category A, B, C, D. then at last he has to create one kind of design model. We have to acquire the abilities by using text and diagrams. In the case of first category, he has to use text data, diagrammatical data is possible. The class based by using class diagrams, flow oriented by using data flow diagrams, and behavioral by using state diagrams or constant diagrams. By using various diagrams from the 4 categories, we have to create the system design or software design. The main aim of the system design or software design is nothing but we have to create a quality. What is my quality? Good information, good code generation, always given the good result. At last, the design models explain the result as quality. Last result quality. Now I'm writing here design model. So one of the important concept, the requirement model represented a design model with including 4 phases like a data or class design, architectural design, interface design, and component level design. When you carefully observe this diagram, look here, this is called design model. Design model lo main ga 4 భాగాలు ఉంటాయండి. This is called base phase, upper middle phase, upper phase. These 2 are middle phases, these called lower phases, these called upper phases. Combination of these 4 is called as design model. Number 1, data and class model or design, architectural design, interface design, and component level design. Come to here, the design model was classified mainly 4 categories. According to first one, means what? Basic phase. According to data or class design, various class models will be transferred as realizations and requisite. Realization meaning implemented model. Requisite is called a required and final model. Implemented model nothing but by using the methods, you have to construct method by method or step by step is called realizations. And requisite is called as at last you got some basic model. Fundamental model, that is called what? Requisite. And the meaning entity, according to data or class design, we have to transform the realizations and requisites the class models or data models. Then the data structures required to implement the software. How it is looking here? Carefully observe here, ma. Ikkada ee point so it is not easy to understand, ma. Please try to understand here. Here, I am simply told like that. We want various levels, fundamental types of analysis model for what? So we have to modeling or designing the software. Basically, we need some kind of fundamental types of analysis model. So here, these are called as analysis model. It's clear now. The analysis model will be designed like a scenario-based model, flow-oriented model, class-based model, and behavioral elements model. ఇప్పుడు ఏం చేస్తామండి? So I want to design the software. Basically, I have to required information will be taken by these 4 categories. These 4 categories. ఎలాంటి ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ కావాలంటే మనకి టెక్స్ట్ ఫార్మాట్ లో కావాలా, డయాగ్రామటికల్ ఫార్మాట్ లో కావాలా? The text and diagrammatical data will be taken by the scenario based elements. You can acquire this information, then go to interface design in the middle phase. Again, taken the class based elements from here, then go to component level design. And the meaning ఏంటంటే ఇక్కడ every level, please put a maximum focus here. Every level will be taken the properties from the 4 fundamental types in the analysis model. For example, look here. From class-based elements, the class diagrams will be goes to data design is possible and architectural design is possible. In the second category, in the scenario based, we want text diagrams or diagrammatical elements will be goes to interface design or interface design or the so basically every design or design model, the every phase will be dependent by various fundamental type. For example, from here I am simply go to architecture or data design. From here in the behavior we go to component and interface, and from here I am go to interface and architecture, and from here I am go to like that component and scenario based elements. Simple ma సాఫ్ట్వేర్ డిజైన్ మోడల్లో మనకు కావాల్సినటువంటి ఎవ్రీ స్టేజ్ కూడా కొన్ని కాంపోనెంట్స్ మనం వాడుతూ ఉంటాం. ఎస్ఆర్నో ఆ టెక్స్ట్ ఎలిమెంట్స్ కావచ్చు, డయాగ్రమాటిక్ ఎలిమెంట్స్ కావచ్చు, ఓకే, దట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ స్ట్రక్చర్ ఎలిమెంట్స్ కావచ్చు. ఇస్ క్లియర్ నో? సో దిస్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ ఎలిమెంట్స్ విల్ బి టేకెన్ బై ద ఫండమెంటల్ టైప్స్ ఇన్ ద అనాలిసిస్ మోడల్. But basically, the design model will be structured into 4 phases: data design, architectural design, and interface design, component level design. I am writing here like that. The requirement model represented a design model with including 4 phases: data design, architectural design, interface design, and component level design. According to data design, various class models will be transferred as realizations and requisites. Come to second category, the architectural design defines the relation between the major structured elements of the software. According to interface design, describes how the software communicated with the system, with user, with who operated the system. And simply say that architectural design only for how it is possible to modeling. Interface design only for interfacing, communication between the system and user, between the software and user. యూజర్ కి సిస్టమ్ కి, యూజర్ కి సాఫ్ట్వేర్ సిస్టమ్ కి మధ్య ఒక కమ్యూనికేషన్ ఏర్పడడానికి మనకి ఒక ఇంటర్ఫేస్ డిజైన్ కావాలి. ఆ డిజైనే ఇంటర్ఫేస్ డిజైన్ అంటాం. Component level design transforms structured elements of software architecture into procedural description of software components. You should take any kind of general information. We can simply mode the required information, whatever you want to create, whatever you want to apply. The bulk amount of data you can receive the required, what we require data is taken by the component level design. These 3 or 4 are called as various phases of the database process: system, design, software design, model. So compulsory question mark for the 5 marks. Please put a maximum focus on this diagram and topic, maybe chance in the examination point of view. Then go to next is called the design process. It is also one of the important 5 marks question mark, maybe chance in the examination point of view. Software design is an iterative process through which requirements are translated into a blueprint for constructing the software. C software only built by the C basic elements. C++ structure will be built by C++ basic elements. I want to use this C++ to C means we can face the problems. So whatever you want required, that only elements will be application taken by the one process called the design process. మీ సాఫ్ట్వేర్ డిజైన్ కి ఏదైతే రిక్వైర్మెంట్స్ కావాలో ఆ రిక్వైర్మెంట్స్ నే బేస్ చేసుకొని మీకు కావాల్సిన ఎలిమెంట్ తీసుకోవడాన్ని డిజైన్ ప్రాసెస్ అంటారు. సాఫ్ట్వేర్ డిజైన్ ఈజ్ అన్ ఇటరేటివ్ ప్రాసెస్ త్రూ which requirements are translated into a blueprint for constructing the software. Blueprint is a procedure to primary view of the software. In the beginning, I am simply told blueprint is the basic structure, basic model to implement the resulting model. The design process depends on 3 characteristics. Number 1, the design must be readable, understandable, guide to those who generate the code. కోడ్ రాయాలంటే మనకి బేసికల్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్ అండి. థియరిటికల్గా ఎంత నాలెడ్జ్ ఉంటే ప్రాక్టికల్గా అంత కోడ్ రాయడానికి ఈజీగా ఉంటుంది. సో ఇఫ్ యూ వాంట్ టు క్రియేట్ ద జనరేషన్ కోడ్, ఇఫ్ యూ వాంట్ టు జనరేట్ ద కోడ్, before you want to relevant information from the required data. The design must be readable. It is easy to catching, understandable, easy to implementing, guide to those who generate the code. The design should provide complete picture of the software. Every company, first you design the one model. Then they can simply start the manufacturing. First creation of the model, then manufacture. There is no modeling. How it is possible to manufacturing? We can't. So the design should provide complete picture of the software, addressing the data, functional domains, etc. The design should contain clear and neat representation of data, architecture, interfaces, and components. Compulsory. So these kind of elements will be given by the one kind of process called design process. So these are called as the various design concept of the software design. Is clear, no? So please take review, number of reviews to realize the topic one by one. If you realize, write this topic in your notes. I hope all of you got the wonderful information from this topic. Thank you. Thank you very much.